Are you dating a man you like, but you're not entirely sure how he feels or what he wants from you? That's right, you're getting mixed messages from him and it's really frustrating. In this video, you will learn how to handle his mixed messages and you will learn the one switch you must make to ensure that you have the happy and healthy relationship you deserve. Don't go anywhere because we're starting in 3 seconds. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Antonio Borrello. Welcome to another video. This channel is all about helping you build great relationships so you can grow happy with the people you love. So if you're interested in making your love life the best part of your life, start now by clicking the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you aren't missing anything. Okay, on to dating a person who gives you mixed messages. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Dating is hard. What was once synonymous with courtship or the process of getting married has become a confusing and often frustrating gray area between the first date and a committed relationship that might never happen. And it's even worse when you're dating a man who's given you mixed messages. In other words, he wants to hang out and date you like a boyfriend, but you never really know where you stand. Sometimes you think he likes you, other times you're not so sure. It's like he wants all the benefits of a relationship, but without any commitment or future plans. He wants to behave as if you're a couple, yet keep his options open and maintain the freedom that comes with the single status. Look, it's okay to be casually dating with no commitment if that's what you want at the moment. There's nothing wrong with enjoying someone's company and taking things slowly until you want to give them more. But if you're looking for a relationship and a partner, this arrangement will leave you frustrated and always questioning what's going on. It's like you're stuck in a situation where you're hanging on to hope of something more developing. And being in this place when you want a full relationship is not fun. That's because these mixed messages will have you feeling insecure and hyper-focused on what he's feeling. It keeps you worried that he might not feel the same way about you, and all the while, your feelings grow stronger. And not handling this situation the right way can lead to huge problems down the road. It gets people caught up in the wrong relationships that fall apart because a couple is no longer in love or they realize that they're incompatible. That's because you're always feeling kind of insecure, wondering and hoping if he's going to call and make plans, and analyzing and rethinking so many of the interactions you shared and the things that you said. It's a very different position from knowing that he wants you and wants to be in a committed relationship. See, when both partners approach a relationship from the same position, an equal position where you're both seeking the same goals, you spend time considering your compatibility and whether or not you want this person, as opposed to the constant burden of wondering what he wants or how he's feeling. When you're getting mixed messages, you are likely to be focused on whether or not he will like you. And this is uncomfortable and insecure position to be in. And when you're worried about whether or not he wants you, you're less likely to focus on something even more important. Do you like him? Are you compatible with him? Starting a relationship from this position makes it more likely that insecurity will motivate the way you interact with him. When we feel like we might not be good enough, we are much more likely to be on our best behavior, and we create the personality we think is most compatible with the other person. I've known many men and women that have had this experience, and rather than acknowledge their feelings of inferiority or embrace their vulnerability, they become an actor and they play the part of the perfect girlfriend. They try to make themselves a person they think would be most impressive to their new man and win them over. They're super agreeable and they go along with all of their partner's plans for activities and music choices and places to dine and people to hang out with. And they do this because they believe that people will like you more if you always agree to their ideas or activity choices. The problem is, it doesn't work. Wait, it doesn't work for long. It requires you to constantly self-observe and be on your best behavior for prolonged periods of time. And engaging in such behavior is incredibly stressful and eventually causes feelings of resentment and depression or anger towards your partner and towards yourself. That's because people overestimate their ability to maintain this facade. And within months, they tire of being this perfect person and going along and enjoying everything their partner enjoys. And then boom, all of a sudden you wake up realizing you're not happy and you want your old life back. So How do you handle this? Well, in the beginning, you must recognize and accept the fact that you're feeling a bit insecure with this new situation. Pay attention to your inner voice, your gut instincts, embrace your vulnerability, and note what you're thinking about so much. Are you thinking about how compatible you are? Are you thinking about how great your conversations were? Or are you constantly wondering how he's feeling, if he's into you or not? If that's the case, you need to change what you're focusing on. And eventually, you'll have to engage in the "what are we" conversation. Often this conversation is met with, "I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want a commitment at this time. Why do we need labels?" You've probably heard all of these excuses before. So now what? You like this person and you have a great time when you're together. You're acting like a couple, but they don't want a commitment. So what do? I can tell you that's when it hurts the most. It sucks and you may want to tell him off or block him and never look back. But that would be a bad idea. I mean, what if he really is just a bit worried and doesn't want to make another mistake? What if he just needs a little more time? Telling him off or cutting him off will certainly damage the relationship and might result in you losing him forever. And do not fool yourself into thinking that you can continue dating and seeing each other while waiting on him to make the decision. If you continue to see him, you're letting him know that it's okay to continue casually dating, and you're letting him know that he doesn't have to make any type of decision at all. And this lowers your value and shows that you care about his feelings, maybe more than your own. So don't do it. Don't fool yourself into believing that you can wait it out and that things will work out. By the way, I'm interested in knowing if you've been in this situation. How did you handle it? Leave a comment explaining a similar situation for a chance to win another $50 Amazon gift card. Just make sure you're a subscriber, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment, and let's start a discussion. That's all you have to do. Okay, so how should you handle the situation? Well, start by keeping your head up. Let him know that you understand that he's unsure or confused, and that, like you, he deserves to be in the happiest and best relationship for him. Let him know that it's super important to you. And then let him know of a solution that might really help him. And that is that he needs to take some time and be alone so he can figure it out. Yes, you are the one who suggests to him that he needs time away to figure it out. Because again, everyone deserves to be happy and to be with the person they are 100% sure of and committed to. When you tell him that in the nicest and most sincere way possible, you are letting him know that you want him to be happy and that you want him to figure it out. You're also telling him that this situation isn't meeting your needs because you need someone who is all in and sure. So in the meantime, you're going to continue to date because you want a relationship. And when he figures it out, maybe you'll still be available. Maybe. Maybe you'll be in a relationship. Maybe you'll be married. When you handle the conversation in this manner, you are conveying the following messages to him. First, you're letting him know that you care about his well-being and want the best for him, even if that doesn't include you. You're also letting him know that you are not willing to tolerate or accept anything less than 100% from a person. You're letting him know that you deserve more and that you are showing love for yourself and will not accept less than you deserve. And lastly, you have the confidence that you will find what you are looking for, and despite being disappointed, you know that this is the right thing to do. You're also letting him know that your life does not stop while you wait around for him to figure it out. And yeah, doing nothing here is not an option. And I know the thought of having that conversation is terrifying to many of you because you're afraid that he will just move on without you. If that's the case, the most important thing that you must do is to overcome your fear of rejection and of the relationship ending. You've got to be willing to walk away with your head held up high. You've got to be committed to walking away, as difficult and scary as that may seem. That's the only way he's going to recognize that he must make a decision or risk losing you. And when you overcome your fear of rejection, when you overcome your fear of the relationship ending, then you're able to approach finding a relationship from a position of strength rather than insecurity. When you're not afraid of being single, you seek romantic relationships as a means to add something valuable to your life. And couples who enter relationships in this manner are the people who are the healthiest and happiest. So, you need to be okay with the possibility that the relationship or situationship might end. And if it does end, you will focus on you and enjoying your life where it is now. Take advantage of this time. You never know how long it'll last. So you're going to appreciate and nurture your relationship with yourself and get to know yourself on a deep level. Many people have a tendency to lose themselves in relationships. They start doing everything their partner does, or they change themselves in order for their partner to like them. Now is your chance to truly get to know yourself, the real you, and develop the self-love that will ensure you develop healthy relationships. And like any meaningful relationship, becoming your own best friend and experiencing greater self-love isn't going to happen overnight. Instead, your relationship grows as a result of quality time in reflection and being honest with yourself. So, give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of solitude every day where you simply think about yourself and your life. And when you feel better about yourself, you'll attract more people. And of course, feel free to tell them to hook you up. Look, if a relationship is meant to be, if he's the person for you, if you're really that compatible, then implementing these suggestions will certainly bring him to wanting a commitment with you. That's for sure. But if it's not right, if he's not the right one for you, if there are too many differences, or if he's not the committing type, nothing you can do will change that outcome. It just won't work, and that's okay. If for whatever reason you are not right for someone else, that decision is up to them. It is easy to get hung up on the whys behind their decision, but dwelling on them doesn't change the reality. If you aren't right for someone else, that means that they aren't right for you. Move on and let them go. And do not use the experience as proof that you aren't good enough. Meeting a person that's not right for you, a person that's not a good match, is not a reflection on you, period. So, are you interested in knowing what an amazing relationship looks like? Check out this video on the signs that you've just met your match, or signs that you've met the one. I'll see you in that video.